Hello, everybody, and this could be possibly the final tournament of the season I may be playing here if I wound up getting past the first round. This has been by far and away my most successful tournament I've ever had, and hoping I have one more finals run in me. I'm 9-6 in the finals. Want to try and see if I can get number 10. If not, then there's always next season. I'm 24-24 all time in the finals. I've won 7 in platinum rank and 2 in diamond. I'm in platinum rank right now, so see if we can get one more in platinum. Okay, so we have Michelangelo and Volantes for my teammates, and then we are all-star boss facing off against Hail Masamune, and they have Patrica and Abe Monster 77 and Marcus Martinez. second round. All right, this is going to be my final tournament of the season. That's been just confirmed now. And yes, that's right. We are in a platinum tournament. Now facing off against 3/5 equals too high. We'll see what kind of usernames they have. It's actually raining out here. It's where it's a little past midnight on Wednesday, September 6th, 2023. I completed my first day of training for my new job. The first out of 4 days of training for Fuel Sales Academy, working as a sales rep. So this is my first remote job that I've ever had. Now I'm feeling good about getting to learn the process, and next 3 days being about role play, just practicing for success, and I'll be ready to be on to the next thing and really begin the nitty-gritty. So this team that we're facing off against here, Donatello 4883, Pro Lemon 26, and Paradak. Let's get ourselves in preparation for a deep run. First round working out some kinks. We had some ugly moments there, but we did our part. Especially started capitalizing on the other team making mistakes. Now this is just where things start to polish up a little bit here, getting things together. One game at a time, one win at a time. I got so freaking lucky right there. I'm not trying to lose on that. We actually had probably like 2 or 3 times we should have scored, and we missed out on the opportunities. Well, unfortunately, things ended up in the second round as have been most of these recent tournaments. Well, that's going to do it as far as this season goes. I'm going to go ahead and claim these rewards. Got a lot of these white side wheels. Got a Catharsis Rare Player Anthem, so unfortunately there's going to be 300 tokens there that are left on the table, but not like that many at least. Got a Soundoff here on this Rocket Pass Tier 427. The high, by far and away the highest I've ever been. This was a really great season. This was definitely the best season I've ever had. And that was before I started to utilize arrow left and arrow right, which now I feel like I'm about to be taking my my game to a whole other level. I feel like I've still been getting better, no matter what. I mean, just kind of like bit by bit, especially on the defensive end. I feel like I really was making like a lot better saves than I used to, cleaner ones, and especially those hustle plays where I've been able to get to the ball a lot better than I used to. Sometimes it's just like a learning curve where you still gotta just kind of like tweak things a little bit by bit, and and I know from experience. I've played this game for 6 years. I've had some times off and on playing, obviously, but Yeah, I just feel like that, things are heading in the right direction. Hey, I made it to the finals 15 times. Probably not a lot of people can say that they made it that many times in a season. Yeah, I finished off at 9-6. Finished off 9-6 for the season, and also, some things personally in my life are going to be heading in a new direction with this sales job. There's a base pay of 15 an hour, but then you get bonuses from commission, so from sales you make. So, once I get started with that system, that's going to be feeling pretty nice getting that going, and I'm very excited for the opportunities that are ahead of me, and I feel like I'm going to do good. And it's really cool to work this remote job, working from home. I've dealt with a lot of things in my life and with previous jobs, and I think that my last 2 jobs taught me that, maybe this is a good, maybe this is something that can really do me a huge favor, and just focus, that I can kind of focus inward, and this opportunity ahead of me, this may really be the one job that is like a great fit for me long term. And I know I was kind of thinking that with my last 2 jobs with Zero Res and Home Goods, but I don't have to worry about I gotta get up and like go somewhere or anything like that. Especially my current situation with not having a car, because I haven't had one since I owned it. I owned this 2000 Buick LeSabre up until June of 2021, but it became non-functional really at the end of May. So I'm definitely looking forward to those kinds of savings and everything, and get that again. Got a couple things I need also, a new phone, and I also haven't had a laptop in 5 years. I can't stand not having one, and besides, it's going to be huge for me to have that for my job too. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that for a little bit I could probably get away with it with my phone and tablet, but not like for the long run. My tablet definitely can hold a little bit longer as far as the charge goes. Is this 7th generation iPad that I have? I've owned it for, let's see, since the end of December 2022. So yeah, December 2022. So it's been a little bit under a year having that, and this working from home gig, I'm feeling it. I really am. I'm just ready to just keep learning and implement the knowledge and just everything that they tell me, and and at some point I may wind up getting partnered with one of their partner companies, and could take off even more. This is just what's going to be getting me through the door, and I'm very happy about the changes that could be happening in my life. This is a lot of stuff I've gone through in this season, but I stuck around. I was just kept going and going and going, and I'm pretty excited for both the new opportunity in my life here with the new job, and get going in the right direction, and also having the PlayStation console collection that I want to have going on for me is I currently have, so I have my PS5 in my living room that I've had since November 21st, 2022. It's crazy. It's been 9 months since I've already owned it. It's a disc version. I've had my 500 gigabyte PS4 in my bedroom since April 1st, 2017, which, by the way, April 1st is my birthday for those that don't know. Yeah, I was born on April Fool's Day. And, yeah, that's 6 years old. That's almost 6.5 years old. Still going strong. There's been some sort of issue going on since March of this year, 2023, where the disk drive's messed up on it. I don't know why. It's like just not reading discs anymore. Anytime I try to insert anything, it just doesn't pick it up. So at some point I will go to a repair shop and see what the issue is. I mean, worst case scenarios, they might have to just replace the entire disk drive, which is fine. Because, it's still a good console. But yeah, when it comes to those plans for the console collection, I plan on getting, as far as for my bedroom goes, I'm planning on getting a digital PS5, which will really complement my 43-inch Vizio Smart TV that I have, which I've owned that now for just a little bit over a month. So glad that I have that. It's still weird, like, with me getting used to having a smart TV, because that was the first time I ever owned one, and I replaced my 40-inch Element TV, which that was the only other TV that I ever bought. And I owned that TV for just a little under 9 years. I bought that in October 2014. Got it sold a little bit afterwards, but that's yeah. It's got it out with the old, in with the new. That Element TV, yeah, I miss it, but I do feel like things got refreshed. Yep. And I increased by a few inches, went from a 40-inch to a 43. And even though this Vizio is also 1080 resolution, there's just something about it where, even though it's still the same resolution as my Element was, I still see the images clearer and sharper. So, hey, technology evolving, but now it's like, yeah, my 55-inch TV I have in my living room, that's not a smart TV, because that was actually a Christmas present in 2016 from my parents, and it's a JVC. It's still been going strong, and I've had a sound bar with it since April of this year, and yeah, so I'm sorry, I've been kind of getting like all over the place. It feels like there's just so much to talk about, with this, the season ending and stuff going on in my personal life, which I don't really ever share out to the world, but, I just feel like it's a good thing sometimes, just kind of voice it out, yeah, like, I'll tell you, when it comes to my console collection, once I get that going and that's completed, oh my goodness, I'm really looking forward to the way things are going to be set up. So I'll elaborate fully on this without any further getting distracted and going on 20,000 different routes here. So, PlayStation 5 digital version, and also I will get for my bedroom a PlayStation 3 Super Slim in white. I did own a Super Slim before. That was actually the first gaming console that I fully owned, was the Super Slim, because previously, stuff was like shared with like the PlayStation 2, like the fat version and actually a slim version. And then also with the slim PlayStation 3. So I got super slim, but yeah, I figured, hey, you know what? I'll get that in white because I know it's not quite as common of a color to have. I mean, I know it's not like necessarily in rare territory per se, but obviously black was the most common one. So I was thinking, I'll do a white super slim. It'll cost me a little bit more, but I'll get the 500 gigabyte version for that. And then of course the PS5 I talked about, that'll be a digital version because I already have the disc version in my living room, so I don't really feel the need to have 2 disc version PS5s. I'm thinking, hey, I'll just mix it up with the digital. So that's as far as the bedroom plans go for me. And then as far as the living room goes, of course, I've already mentioned I have the disc version PS5, and what I'll plan on doing is getting a 1 terabyte PS4 Slim. Now the one in my bedroom is 500 gigabytes, so that's also a PS4 Slim. So the only difference there is just memory size, just getting something bigger memory. And then I'll get a PS3 Slim. I feel like that I'll get the 320 gigabyte version. I still feel like, hey, like there's still games that I could like play and stuff, and kind of distribute that kind of stuff like amongst both the rooms and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it's really, hey, it doesn't hurt to have variety, and also like, hey, if I wind up having friends over and stuff, then hey, I could play in my room, and then the other person could play in the living room. And I'll be ready to have like all the headphones and everything else all equipped as well. All the good little accessories, and once that's all said and done, then I'm like, all right, hey, my place is all, my gaming setup will just be all complete. Hey, you live by yourself in a 1-bedroom trailer, 1-bedroom mobile home. I mean, shoot, gotta have fun with it, Make as much of your own home as you can. And as I've owned this place, or not owned, but I've lived in this place for 3 years, and just keep on adding to it, making improvements where I need to, and whatever you put into the world, you'll get back in return. I've always believed in karma, and I think that you can do anything you put your mind to. I know I've I didn't realize I actually at over 30 minutes long with this video. Didn't mean to keep rambling on and on here, but I think that I've pretty much said everything that's kind of just off my chest. And with that being said, I'm sounding off for the final time in Season 11. I will see you guys in the next season, in Season 12. Take it easy, guys.